What if the biggest problem with your Dacia Duster isn't the engine, but the transmission? In 2026, owners are finally reporting issues that many drivers never saw coming. Welcome back to Supercar. Today we're uncovering 7 Dacia Duster transmission problems that owners are finally reporting in 2026. Some are minor, some are expensive. And if you're thinking about buying a Duster, you'll want to know about every one of them. Let's dive in. 1. Premature clutch failure. What if your reliable Duster left you with a transmission repair bill bigger than your monthly payment? Let's start with the biggest complaint. Premature clutch failure. Many owners, especially of the 1.5 DCI manual, report worn-out clutches between just 25,000 and 40,000 kilometers. Symptoms usually begin with a burning smell, harder gear changes, and eventually a clutch pedal that loses resistance. The main culprit appears to be an undersized clutch combined with a dual mass flywheel that wears at the same time, turning a simple repair into a transmission out job costing well over $1,000. If your Duster is nearing this mileage, pay close attention to any chatter or vibration when pulling away. It could be the first warning sign. 2. Reverse gear grinding. Imagine selecting reverse and hearing a grinding noise loud enough to make people turn around. That's a problem many Duster owners know all too well. Reverse gear grinding has become one of the most common complaints. Instead of engaging smoothly, the gearbox can crunch or clunk, especially on manual models. The issue is linked to gearbox design and reverse gear engagement, with some versions lacking proper synchronization. Dealers often suggest shifting more slowly or double clutching. But that's only a workaround, not a real fix. In more severe cases, owners have needed expensive gearbox repairs before 60,000 kilometers. If you're buying a used Duster, test reverse several times. Even one grind is a warning sign and a strong reason to negotiate or walk away. 3. EDC automatic transmission problems. What if your Duster started changing gears whenever it felt like it? The automatic EDC dual clutch transmission has become one of the biggest concerns for Duster owners. Reports include harsh downshifts, jerky launches, and in some cases, the gearbox unexpectedly shifting into neutral while driving. The weak point appears to be the mechatronic unit, which is sensitive to heat and software issues. When it fails, you're not looking at a quick repair, you're looking at a tow truck and a bill that can exceed $3,000 as software updates have helped some owners, but many say the problems eventually return. If you're buying an automatic Duster, an extended warranty or a professional transmission inspection is money well spent. 4. Hidden transmission fluid leaks. When was the last time you checked your transmission fluid? Many Duster owners didn't until it was too late. Another common issue is slow transmission. Fluid leaks around the driveshaft, seals, and gearbox casing. These leaks rarely leave a puddle, so they often go unnoticed while fluid levels gradually drop. By the time you notice hard shifting, whining noises, or rough gear changes, internal damage may already be done. What could have been a simple seal replacement can quickly turn into a costly transmission rebuild. My advice? Ignore the sealed for life claim. Check the transmission for leaks and fluid level at every service. It could save you thousands. 5. Driveshaft vibration that can damage the gearbox. Many owners mistake this for a simple wheel balance problem, but it can be much more serious. Worn inner CV joints can cause steering wheel vibration under acceleration, clicking noises on full lock, and eventually a howling sound from the transmission in higher gears. The vibration puts extra stress on the gearbox and differential, and if ignored, it can lead to expensive transmission damage. The frustrating part is that replacing CV joints early is relatively cheap, while waiting too long can turn a few €100 into a repair bill worth thousands. If your Duster clicks when turning or shakes under acceleration, don't ignore it. 6. Electronic gear selector glitches. What if your Duster says it's in park but it isn't? Owners of newer automatic models have reported problems with the electronic shift-by-wire selector. In some cases, the display shows P while the car is actually in neutral, or shows D while the vehicle refuses to move. The causes range from moisture in the selector assembly to wiring issues or software, faults in the transmission control system. The result can be anything from a car that won't start to a vehicle that isn't properly secured in park. Some markets have even seen recalls related to similar issues. If your Duster hesitates when selecting gears or the indicator doesn't match what the car is doing, get it checked immediately. This is not a warning you want to ignore. And finally, the issue that proves no transmission problem exists in isolation. When one thing fails on a Duster, it takes 3 other things with it. Our 7th and final issue, and this one ties everything together, is the premature failure of the dual mass flywheel on diesel models. We've touched on this, but it deserves its own spotlight because of the cascade effect it creates. When the dual mass flywheel starts to fail, it doesn't just cause clutch problems. The excessive vibration damages the gearbox input shaft bearing. It stresses the starter motor. It can even crack the bell housing in extreme cases. Owners describe a rattle at idle that disappears when you press the clutch pedal. That's the classic symptom. Ignore it, and you're not replacing one part. You're replacing a clutch, a flywheel, a bearing, and potentially a gearbox casing. On a car that's supposed to be cheap to own, that's a financial gut punch. The aftermarket has responded with solid flywheel conversions. But that's a trade-off. You lose some refinement and potentially strain other components differently. So there you have it, 7 transmission issues that Dacia Duster owners are finally bringing to light in 2026. Some are design compromises you can live with. Others are ticking time bombs that can turn your budget SUV into a money pit. If you own a Duster, use this video as a checklist. If you're thinking of buying one, go in with your eyes wide open. And if you've experienced any of these issues yourself, drop a comment below. Your story might save someone else from the same headache. If you found this breakdown useful, smash that like button, share it with any Duster owners you know, and don't forget to subscribe to Supercar for more honest, no-nonsense car content every week. Until next time, stay safe on the road. And remember, the cheapest car to buy isn't always the cheapest to own. See you in the next one.